I'm back, baby. Sorry for my absence. I was deep in my professional translation work and other things happened, and now I'm free. Free from the Matrix, because now I know what the Matrix is. I have this insight. I think Virgin Mary showed me when I was praying every day the Holy Rosary in the month of October. I'm not very good at that, but I felt something. And now I know that all the critiques that I'm making are useless, because these characters are not real. These are my sins. Now to the most important topic. Through the grace of God, I got my blood checked. As 10 years ago, this time also, high cholesterol. 10 years ago, when I was 34, I thought, okay, boomer. I ate some greasy sausages, that's nothing. This time I was wiser. They sent me to a nutrition specialist. This young woman, who studied, by the way, in the USA, was sitting with a mask, but now I respect her and I will be thankful her for the rest of my life. After hearing my story and my food habits, she immediately said, too much sweets and other garbage. The same day I cut my dessert, and now I'm still having some honey with curd, and in the weekends with the family some pastries. This is it. But other things like noodles, pasta, white rice, potatoes, I do everything else as always. And what do you think? The same day I was another man. The other day, then I was going for a run, I overtook after 12 kilometers a real athlete young, and he followed me, and I thought to myself, okay, if you overtake me, then okay, but I couldn't lose, I couldn't give up. I had reserves, and of course I was pushing, because the problem is not the suffering. This is okay, boomer. This is for boomers suffering. The problem is the limit, and there is a limit, and this limit is in the blood. I am telling you, I was so wrong. All these desserts, they were clogging my blood vessels. The blood, they were causing inflammation or whatever, and the blood wasn't reaching everything in my body. The same day, the other day, then I went for a bike ride. I immediately knew how much to raise or to lower the saddle, and I immediately was sitting like a professional bike rider. I had no problems with my belly, even though I was always lean. But now I could bend over and feel nothing, no saddle sores, nothing in feet, the most important thing, and I was able to push. By the way, that story where I overtook and then made a sprint with the high heart rate with over 190. Then, after half a minute, I felt nothing. Nothing. This is real recovery. I would feel some COVID after these efforts. I would always feel COVID, even though I never had COVID, but whatever. You know what I mean. This, when you have some fever in your, after a hard run, okay, you are recovering, everything is done, but your head is in shit. Nothing, like nothing happened. Of course, the muscles are destroyed, everything is fine. The next day also you feel the destruction of the muscles and the ass. And now every single day I'm training, I'm doing something, now the deadlifts, and then the bike maybe, I feel that my legs are finally growing and my ass is finally growing. Everything is growing because that blood vessels, they're reaching the whole body. And the brain. Are you kidding me? I had a lot of work, and through the grace of God, I wouldn't be able to do this work. And even that, with the gift of cutting the sugar, it was very hard, but that would be impossible. Okay, I immediately saw where I need to optimize, what macros to write to optimize my working routine. Are you kidding me? I felt that now I can be anything, an entrepreneur. I would get the clients everything because my brain has switched the gear. I'm on another level, and now a couple of weeks have passed. Now the honeymoon is over, but I feel this. This is not over. I am on another level. I have the opportunity to grow now. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you. I never wanted to think about it, about the excess sugar. What is excess sugar? After every meal, I have 2 sweet buns, 2 pastries, and then at least 6 very sweet chocolate sweets. At least 6. Then, of course, maybe an ice, and so on till I can't do this anymore. Are you kidding me? And of course, I was burning through this shit, and still I was clogging my blood vessels and causing inflammation. And this I was suffering in this for 10 years at least. Before that, I was a smoker. Okay, boomer. So we all learn from our mistakes, and I'm okay with that, because I wouldn't be able to appreciate this so much, because I was training so hard. I was trying to push to another level on my bike or in my running, but I wasn't able. I was hitting the wall. It was impossible, and now I know what this was. This was too little blood in the blood vessels. Because talking about blood, are you kidding me, people? Not kids, dogs. Everywhere where dogs, I am starting to hate dogs. Everywhere here and piss, whatever. And this is all Matrix. So okay, this is my problems. So now, talking about blood, in the book of Tyler Hamilton, former Lance Armstrong's teammate, he's writing, when they would let out the blood into the blood bags for later use, they would laugh. They go on the slightest hills and they couldn't do anything on the bike. No power. And then he got it. All the power is in the blood. So people, everyone would react differently. Maybe you are not consuming so much sugar as I was. but to me it helped. You know, I didn't want to hear the stories, and I still do not agree that sugar is some kind of heroin. I had no withdrawals. Come on, baby, give me a break. But of course I still do honey, spoon on curd or on some bread, you know. But you know, honey is good. Honey, and now it is so sweet to me. Are you kidding me? So satisfying. And you know, I could do some sweets, of course, but I don't want to, actually. I don't want this concentrated sugar, you know, hardcore. I want to relax. You know, maybe in Christmas, okay, no problem. This is no problem. This is not alcohol, not smoking, not weed, no narcotics. Sugar is you know, a silent killer. You know, we everywhere. It is everywhere. You take some healthy drink, you know, some with milk, and there is a ton, literally a ton of sugar. That's the problem. And you are always in this fucking sugar. And what do you expect? Do you expect your dick to work? My dick, now it is working much better. I'm telling you. This is not a joke, you know. The blood, you know, this is the blood. Are you kidding me? So, this is not that I am going to win the Tour de France, but, you know, I was riding this almost sex, you know. This is another level, another feeling, another suffering. The suffering, there is no suffering, you know. That's the problem. When I watched a guy on Strava, heart rate 180 watts, no watts, 0 watts, and high heart rate. Why? Because everything is clogged. So people, I hope I will make more videos about everything now, because now I'm on another level. So be careful, have your experiences, make your mistakes, but don't use steroids. Thanks God I never took steroids, because steroids will destroy your blood vessels forever, clog you up and make you dumb as shit. Okay, I won't mention people, but this is why we know that why bodybuilders are a little bit crazy, because the blood vessels are clogged up.